Marcus grew up in a neighborhood where opportunities were rare and challenges abundant. His parents worked tirelessly to make ends meet, but the stress of survival often left little room for emotional guidance. From a young age, Marcus was drawn to risk-taking, testing boundaries, and seeking excitement wherever he could find it. At first, it was harmless, climbing trees, skateboarding, and exploring the streets with friends. But as he entered his teenage years, the search for thrill turned into something more dangerous. The first encounter with alcohol was at a house party when he was 15. One drink led to another, and soon Marcus found himself chasing the temporary euphoria that numbed his insecurities. Cigarettes came next, followed by marijuana, and eventually, harder substances. What started as experimentation became a coping mechanism. Each use dulled the anxiety, the fear of failure, and the emptiness he carried inside. School became a battleground. Marcus once had promising grades, but now assignments were neglected, teachers complained, and detentions mounted. Friends noticed the change, some distanced themselves, while others fell into the same habits, creating a dangerous cycle. His parents tried to intervene, but their frustration often led to arguments rather than support, pushing Marcus further into isolation. By 18, Marcus's addiction had spiraled. He lost jobs, alienated friends, and frequently argued with family members. Nights blurred into mornings, and mornings were often met with regret and shame. One evening, after nearly overdosing, he realized that he was on a trajectory that could end his life. The fear of death, coupled with shame and the memory of broken relationships, ignited a spark. He wanted to reclaim his life before it was too late. Seeking help was terrifying. Marcus reached out to a local rehabilitation center, unsure if he could withstand the withdrawal, the therapy, and the confrontation with his own demons. The first days were excruciating. Physical withdrawal caused tremors, nausea, and insomnia. Emotional withdrawal was even harsher. Panic, depression, and anger surged uncontrollably. For the first time, he was forced to face the pain he had been numbing for years. Counseling sessions became the cornerstone of his recovery. Marcus explored the underlying reasons for his addiction: childhood insecurities, the pressure to fit in, and unresolved trauma from early experiences of neglect and bullying. He learned that addiction was not a flaw, but a symptom of deeper emotional wounds that needed attention and care. Support groups provided another layer of healing. Sharing experiences with peers who faced similar struggles created a sense of belonging he had never felt. Listening to stories of relapse and recovery taught Marcus patience and perseverance. He realized that recovery was not a straight path, and that setbacks did not signify failure, they were opportunities to learn, adapt, and grow stronger. Marcus developed routines to stabilize his life: morning journaling, physical exercise, mindfulness meditation, and regular group meetings. Each small action reinforced his self-discipline and gradually rebuilt his confidence. Slowly, the fog of addiction lifted, replaced by clarity, focus, and determination. Family dynamics began to shift. Marcus's parents, initially skeptical, started attending counseling sessions with him. They learned to communicate without judgment, support without enabling, and celebrate progress without pressure. Trust, which had eroded over years of disappointment, began to mend. Marcus began to feel the warmth and connection of family once more, a vital anchor in his recovery. Returning to society sober was challenging. Old friends and familiar places often triggered cravings, but Marcus had learned to set boundaries, avoid risky environments, and engage with communities that reinforced his new lifestyle. He sought activities that gave him purpose: volunteering, mentoring younger students, and engaging in creative pursuits like painting and writing. Work became a pivotal part of Marcus's transformation. He found a position at a non-profit organization helping at-risk youth. The job was demanding, but he felt fulfilled, understanding that his past experiences could now serve a meaningful purpose. He mentored young people facing the same temptations and challenges he had once confronted, offering guidance, empathy, and hope. Throughout his journey, Marcus faced moments of doubt and temptation. There were nights when cravings surged and memories of old habits beckoned. But by this stage, he had cultivated coping mechanisms, calling a support friend, attending a group session, engaging in physical activity, and reflecting on the consequences of relapse. Each challenge he overcame strengthened his resilience and reinforced his commitment to sobriety. Marcus's story extended beyond personal recovery. He became a motivational speaker, sharing his journey of addiction and resilience at schools, community centers, and conferences. His authenticity, vulnerability, and insight resonated deeply, inspiring many to seek help and embrace recovery. He emphasized that recovery was not only about abstinence but about reclaiming purpose, rebuilding relationships, and nurturing self-worth. As the years passed, Marcus flourished personally and professionally. He pursued further education, earning certifications in counseling and rehabilitation support. He continued to mentor individuals struggling with addiction, creating programs to provide holistic support, including counseling, skill building, and community integration. Personal relationships improved as well. Marcus nurtured friendships grounded in mutual respect and shared values. He developed a loving partnership with someone who supported his sobriety and shared his vision for helping others. Family ties grew stronger, and he maintained a daily practice of gratitude, reflection, and self-care. Reflecting on his journey, Marcus often thinks about the dark days when he felt powerless, isolated, and consumed by addiction. He does not dwell on shame. Instead, he sees the lessons in every hardship, recognizing that struggle forged resilience, empathy, and purpose. The boy who once felt lost has become a man whose life is a testament to recovery, perseverance, and transformation. Marcus's story demonstrates the human capacity to overcome even the most destructive patterns. Addiction may disrupt life, relationships, and dreams, but with courage, support, and consistent effort, it is possible to rebuild and create a life of meaning and contribution. Today, Marcus continues to mentor, speak, and inspire. He emphasizes that seeking help is a sign of strength, that relapse is not failure, and that transformation is achievable with perseverance and self-compassion. He encourages those struggling to see recovery as a journey of empowerment, self-discovery, and purpose. His life proves that adversity can be transformed into opportunity, pain into wisdom, and struggle into service. Marcus's journey offers hope to anyone facing addiction or personal crises. With resilience, determination, and the right support, it is possible to rise above challenges, reclaim your life, and inspire others to do the same.